Hey guys, welcome back to Math Made Easy with Kiki. Today I'm going to be showing you how to plot a straight line graph. For this lesson, you're going to need a few things. The first thing you're going to need is a graph book. And you're going to need to get a graph book that does not measure into cm so that you can have longer graphs, something that looks like this. You're going to need a graph book. The second thing you're going to need is a ruler. A ruler is very important for this lesson. You can use any kind of ruler. These are just the rulers that I prefer. And lastly, you're going to need a pencil and a pen, and you're also going to need a HB pencil and an eraser. You can have a sharpener too, just in case your pencil breaks. Now let's get into the lesson. First, let's fill out the table of values for our graph. As you can see in the table of values below, we've been given the values of x, and we have to find the values of y for us to plot the graph. The equation that we've been given is y equals to 3x plus 6. And please note that the formula for an equation for a straight line graph is always y equals to mx plus c, where m and c are constants and m is the gradient of the line and x is the intercept and c is the intercept of the line. Now I'm going to show you a quick way to find the values of y without having to write out statements. First thing you're going to do is insert the 3 here, and then you're going to insert your c into the box of y. Now, plus c, sorry. Now, what you're going to do is multiply 3 by each of the values of x. 3 times minus 3, we're going to have minus 9. 3 times minus 2, we're going to have minus 6. 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. 3 times 0 is going to be 0. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. And 3 times 3 is 9. Now we're going to repeat plus 6 in each of the boxes. It is a constant. And now we're just going to add 6 to each of the values. Like minus 9 plus 6, we're going to have minus 3. This one is going to be 0. This one is going to be 3. This one is going to be 6. This one is going to be 9. This one is going to be 12. And this one is going to be 15. Now we have our values of x and our values of y without filling up the whole page. Okay guys, I've already drawn out the table for our graph, and now let's start picking out the coordinates to draw our straight line. Guys, now we're going to use our graph paper and we're going to plot out the coordinates according to our table of values. According to our table of values, the first coordinate is that x is minus 3 and y is minus 3. Now we're going to look for minus 3 on the x-axis and minus 3 on the y-axis, and this is the point where they meet. So this is going to be our coordinate for the first one. Our second one is that x is minus 2 and y is 0. So this is going to be where our next coordinate is. Our third one is that x is minus 1 and y is 3. Now this is our minus 1 and this is 3 on the y-axis. So we're going to place our coordinate right here. Okay? The next one is that x is 0 and y is 6. Now this is 0 on our x-axis and this is 6. So that is where our next coordinate is going to be. The next coordinate is that x is 1 and y is 9. Now this is 1 on the x-axis and y is 9, and this is where our 9 is. So we're just going to place an x right there. The next coordinate is that x is 2 and y is 12. Now this is 2 on our x-axis and this is 12 on our y-axis. So that is where our next coordinate is going to be. And the last coordinate is that x is 3 and y is 15. And this is exactly where 15 is on the y-axis. So that's where our thing is going to be. And now we've exactly plotted out the coordinates for our graph. And now that we plotted out the coordinates on our graph, we're going to use our ruler. This is the point where you need a lot of precision. What you're going to do is that you're going to place your ruler on each of the x and each of the x's that you've drawn, and you're going to do your best to draw a straight line through each of them. And there you have it. You have officially drawn a straight line graph like that. Okay guys, so the last thing you're going to need to do after drawing your graph is you're going to need to write down the scales of both the y and the x-axis. The scale of this graph was extremely simple. It was just 1 cm to 1 unit on both the x-axis and the y-axis. You're also going to need to write the equation of the graph that you're drawing. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell me if you want to see more videos like this. And don't forget to drop down in the comment section what topic you're struggling with, and I promise I'll do a video on it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!